Hello, so in this video we're going to be talking about how to name binary ionic compounds that have transition metals in them. So we talked about how most ionic compounds, they have a metal that has a known charge, something like calcium or potassium or magnesium. We know what charge are on those metals. But for transition metals, those ones can have multiple different charges, so they can make multiple different compounds. So to be specific about what compound we're talking about, we need to make sure that we include that charge in the name. So to do that, we're going to add one extra step to our naming system that we talked about in the last video. So our first three steps are all still the same. You're going to name the first element, name the second element, and add the IDE ending. But now you are going to write Roman numerals. So we're going to write Roman numerals to show charge. So let's go ahead and take the compound FeO. So now we're going to follow all of our naming rules so that we can name this compound. So the first thing is to write the name of the first element, and Fe is iron. Now, after you do this, leave a space after iron, because the Roman numeral is going to go next to iron. But we're going to go ahead and skip to the next step. So name our second element, that would be oxygen. So we start with our OX. Our third step is to add that IDE ending. So we get oxide. And now our fourth step is to figure out what charge is on the iron. And this is the part that might get a little bit tricky. So we know that iron can have a bunch of different charges, but oxygen will always have the same charge when it's an ion. And that charge will always be -2. So if we have one oxygen atom that has a -2 charge, so we'll draw that. We've got our one oxygen atom with a -2 charge, and it's bonded to one iron atom. That one iron atom, to make a neutral compound, must be +2. Because remember, all of our compounds need to be neutral. So if our iron has a charge of +2, we have to show that in our name. So we're going to go ahead and put, some parentheses here. And we're going to write the Roman numeral 2 in parentheses. So we've got, I'm going to fix that up. That looks really messy. So we've got iron 2 oxide. So that Roman numeral 2 tells you that the iron has a +2 charge and that it's bonded to an oxygen. So that's how you would get the FeO. So that's how you name binary ionic compounds that have transition metals in them.